Hi everybody, welcome to the Vertigo Stadium. Skegness Town Junior Football Club, we're really sorry for everybody involved with the club at the lack of fixtures and the lack of training, but I think we can all agree that it's for very sensible reasons. We've followed the government guidelines, we've followed the FA guidelines regarding social distancing and suspending the football season and suspending all of the training. But do you know what? We see it as an opportunity for you to practice some stuff, to practice some skills and some techers, to practice some ball mastery and some ball manipulation skills, and we'd like to see what you've got to offer. So what we're going to do, we're going to open our YouTube channel to everybody, record some of your skills at home and send them in to us, and then what we will do is we will upload them to our YouTube channel. We're going to give you a link, which is somewhere there, I think. Is that right? Somewhere about there, that shows you where you can either email or upload your videos to. We'll look at those and we'll get those put on the YouTube channel so you can be your own little stars of YouTube. We hope everybody at home has got a football. Do you know what? If you haven't, get in touch with us, because we've got bagfuls of footballs and cones and equipment, and it's your equipment, it's your footballs that you use on match days. There's no point in them being in the coach's car or your coach's garage doing nothing. If you need to borrow one, get in touch with us and we'll get a football and some cones out to you to practice with. Okay, so this is Ava. Ava's one of our under 15 players. Hi Ava, how are you doing? Good. We're just going to demonstrate that you don't need an awful lot of space. So if you're at home, you don't need an awful lot of space. So I'm going to give you typically the amount of space that you need to do a little bit of ball working. I've got 4 cones here. It doesn't have to be cones, but if you've got cones, great. If you want to borrow some cones, get in touch with us. It can be your mum's pots and pans, jumpers, just like the old jumpers for goalposts. It doesn't matter what it is. Off you go, Ava, do a little bit of something for us in the little square. And stop. Okay everybody, this is Corey. How you doing, Corey?
Good, thank you.
I've known Corey since he was 6 years of age when he first started playing football with me.
Yeah.
Very talented young lad, very good with the football. How do you feel, Corey, about the football season being suspended? Rubbish? Yeah. But you understand the reason why, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, you're going to be spending a lot of time at home because schools are now finished.
Yeah.
Are you pleased about that?
Kind of, but got lots of work.
Lots of work to do. But I'm sure you can still also find time at home when you're not doing schoolwork to do something else. What else could you do? Football. So you got a garden?
Yeah.
You got space?
A little bit.
A little bit of space. Enough space to do some tricks?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to keep busy during the suspension, and when there's no training and no fixtures, you can keep busy, yeah?
Yeah.
So what would you say to all of the other kids that are also at home?
Just play football really and practice and get better.
Yeah, just keep practicing, well done. We're going to get some footballs out, we're going to show what you can do, okay?
Okay.
Well done, Corey. Can you move the ball forwards and backwards whilst doing toe taps? And can you also remember, I don't know if you remember this, can you put in there what we call a little disco dance in there as well? You think you can do that? Yeah. Give it a go. There we go. So kids, lots of just manipulating the ball, lots of ball manipulation. So he's moving the ball forwards, he's moving the ball backwards, and he's putting a little trick in there which we like to call a disco dance. We also have another one which we call, what do we call it? TikToks. Or bells. Some people call it TikToks, some people call it bells. So this is when we just move the ball in between the insides of our feet. We're on our toes. Can we keep our knees bent? And can we keep our head over the ball? Nice and quick. And then we can then start to move the ball backwards. Start to move the ball forwards. And hold it there. Okay. And then when you get really good at home, you can put the two together. So you can do some toe taps forwards and backwards and some little TikToks or bells. Off we go. Now mixing it all up. And rest their curry, well done. This young lady is called NEVAEH. Say hi, NEVAEH.
Hi.
We can't shake hands, what do we have to do now? We can't shake hands, we have to do that, don't we? That's it. Okay. NEVAEH, how do you feel about not going to school?
Upset.
A little bit upset. Okay. How do you feel though about not being able to play football and not being able to come training and play games for Skegness Town?
Really sad.
Really sad. I know, it's disappointing, isn't it? But does that mean, NEVAEH, does that mean that you have to stop playing football? Or is there somewhere that you can actually practice and play football?
You can practice somewhere.
Where could you practice? Have you got a good idea where you might to practice at home?
In the back garden.
In your back garden, okay. Well, what would you do with football in the back garden?
Dribble.
Dribble, okay. Show me dribbling on these cones. Good girl. There we go, lovely little drag back. There we go, that's fantastic, well done. Now for some of our really small players at Skegness Town, some of our youngsters like NEVAEH here, who's a super little player, okay, you might need a little bit of help from your mums or dads in the garden or in the backyard to help you out, okay? So what we'll do is we'll show you just a couple of things that we can do with mum and dad, all right? What we could do is we could just throw the ball to the kids and let them practice their first touch and bringing the ball down and trapping it and bringing the ball under control. Okay, so NEVAEH, if you go in there, I'll come off the camera. I'm just going to roll the ball in nicely, like that. Good girl, well done, and pass it back. And up again. Fantastic. Well done. Or we might just be someone that we're passing the ball to them and helping them to receive the ball. Good. Can you get it out of your feet with your first touch? Good girl. Look at that. Fantastic. So lots and lots of simple things you can do. Just like you do when you go down the park. You can do it at home. Social distancing doesn't mean it's got to stop. Get into the garden with the kids. Get a football out and help them practice. Well done, NEVAEH. Good girl. Well done. Most people at home have got one of these, a good old wall, and there's nothing better if you're bored and you're in the garden and you're on your own than a ball and a wall. Okay, so all I want you to do is to get yourself a little space and just practice passing the ball backwards and forwards. Can you play on one touch? So kids that are at home, you can drive your parents mad because they'll be sitting inside watching telly and they'll be wondering, what's that noise against the wall? Well, it's kids and a good old-fashioned ball and a wall. Hold it there, kids. Now then, if you've got a brother or you've got a sister, you can play a game of Wally. So now, you've got two kids together, bouncing it off. There we go. You can't beat a good old game of Wally. Can you try some with your left and some with your right?
My left is going to be.
Don't matter, have a go. Alright?
Right now.
Yeah, when you're ready. Okay, mums and dads and kids at home, this is your chance to be stars of our YouTube channel. Don't be shy. These 3 kids have come down today and they haven't been shy at all. I think you'll agree. Here's the link, somewhere along here, where you can send in your little clips and your videos to us, and then we'll get those uploaded for you onto the Skegness Town YouTube channel. Have lots of fun making them. Off you go, kids, finish off. We're not going to let coronavirus beat us, we're going to keep going. Thank you.